The Vanity is a post-production company. We do finishing work for TV commercials. The signature of the Vanity, I think, is probably our attention to detail. We sort of take on every project in the hopes that it's going to be our best work.
The creative aspect of what we do is everything. There's a real measurable difference between another shop and our shop.
I think the industry's changed a lot in the last few years. The biggest change is the expectations. People see things on TV, in movies, or in episodic television, and they see the level of finish and the level of effects in that type of programming, and they expect the same thing in a commercial.
I never know when I go to a meeting with an agency what they're going to throw at us. So the ability to move very, very quickly is a real fundamental role in the project. That's why we use Flame. There's nothing that I've played with that's as fast as Flame. And for me, that's the number one thing that I need. In fact, I did a spot recently where they had a guy in a tie, and the creative director said, I really wished we had the bow tie. Then they looked at me right away and said, can you fix that? Of course, we always do it. Yeah, I could probably do that. And we sit there and work away and use Flame to fix it, and that blew them away. And they came back for a second job almost right away because I was the guy that fixed the bow tie. That was a big deal. Production relies on post now more than ever. We will often get involved in a project before the director, which was unheard of even 10 years ago. The McDonald Strauss light came to us as a board that the agency had sold to the client, and the agency producer specifically asked, "How are we going to do this job?" And so we said, we know exactly how we would do it. And in fact, we'd love to pitch on directing it. And in our pitch, we made an animatic, which we created in Flame.
We sort of played that in the pitch meeting, and we really didn't have to talk about anything else anymore. They saw it, they knew we could do it, and we won the gig. Animatics now are unbelievably important. We do them as a previs for how a spot could actually work. And so using Flame, we're able to create animatics where we can show not only the result of the camera, but also for maybe a top-level view, where the camera would be and what it's doing. Flame is invaluable to my day-to-day working schedule because Flame allows us to quickly make changes, to do a little bit of paint work, to do a little bit of editing, tracking, roto, and then combine it all together and put an animation on top of it and get it out the door before 5 o'clock.
But we do not sacrifice quality for a fast turnaround. So with Flare now, all of the rotoing and rig removal stuff can be happening while I'm working on other stuff inside Flame. And for me, that's the number one thing that I need. The speed at which you can work on multiple shots in parallel, play them down, make different versions very quickly. That's worked out really well for us.
Automotive is one of the biggest areas where people are exploring what we can do nowadays in post-production. And I think that they're more excited to do it than other industries because from a budget standpoint, we can do some pretty amazing things with very little to work with.
With the Nissan project, we were given a bunch of stills of featured cars. And we thought, well, wouldn't it be cool if we could project the cars and give us a little bit of a sense of camera move and, feeling the hood come at you a little bit faster than the windshield.
We didn't have a lot of time because the turnaround of the job was very, very quick. So we worked with our Maya artist to create rudimentary models for us. And through the magic of FDX, we were able to import all that data in Flame and project the photography of the car onto those rudimentary models and move our virtual camera around and get some pretty impressive results right away.
And now that's the standard. Nissan keeps coming back again and again and again because it's something that we do with these things that just makes the cars look great. And that's one of the things that we sell is that we can turn stuff around quickly and still keep the quality up. Now, I think our role has expanded so much, and the agencies really understand what we can bring. We'll try and just do something different, trying to just elevate projects and just bring something else to it and make it better.
The limit seems to be your own creativity and your own ability to stay awake.